have a request coming out to Ryan. Ryan, thank you so much for being part of Reaction Therapy. Thank you for being a supporter of mental health awareness being spread to the world. And thank you for your request today, which is Joyner Lucas, The Three Little Pigs. Who doesn't like a little story about the three little pigs? Without further ado, it is time. What would Joyner Lucas say about the three little pigs?
Man, you know you're supposed to be asleep, right?
I'm having trouble falling asleep.
You having trouble falling asleep? How about Daddy reads you a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Want me to read you a bedtime story? All right. Well, I got just the perfect bedtime story for you. See this story right here? It's called The Three Little Pigs.
So they were three little pigs. They was all grown up, and they were drinking some hot coffee and eating donuts. It was a beautiful sunny day. Some real perfect weather in the...
How he turns the Three Little Pigs into a rap, y'all. Oh, wow. And they're all grown up. Like, they're older now. And they got all beards and stuff, shaving. Oh, drinking some hot coffee, eating donuts like they're cops. Oh, boy. This is too funny.
So they were three little pigs. They was all grown up, and they were drinking some hot coffee and eating donuts.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful sunny day. Some real perfect weather, and the pigs was dressed the same. Cause they all work together, and that job ain't really easy. And they work is kinda scary, so they all got water guns. That's their favorite thing to carry, and they'll squirt you more than once if they think it's necessary, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get back to the story. Deep inside the forest was a family of wolves in a pack. Even though they had sharp teeth and they were black, ain't really mean that they'll attack. Just means that they were trapped because the color of their fur made some believe that they was bad. Now,
Man, listen to how he adds and weaves this in. Because of how they looked, because of their color, automatic judgment comes in. Just because they look that way doesn't mean they're dangerous.
just means that they were trapped because the color of their fur made some believe that they was bad. Now, I know that sounds sad, but ain't nobody care, cause the problem with the wolves is they were never treated fair, and no matter where they go, only one thing is clear, that as long as you're a wolf, the pig's gonna be scared. So the forest and the town was separated, and if the wolves wanted to come around, they hesitated.
How he puts the pigs in as police officers, obviously, right? You know that people call police officers pigs. And here goes the confrontation. Pigs are scared of these wolves. They seem fine.
The forest and the town was separated, and if the wolves wanted to come around, they hesitated, cause they knew they wasn't welcome there. So every time they roamed, they always said a prayer in hopes that they could make it home.
Aww.
The night was getting cold and all the food was running low. And then right here is a picture of some pots on the stove, some empty cabinets, some old bread with the mold. Let me flip the page real quick. Then one of the wolves said they gonna drive up to the store, and so he hopped inside his car.
I love how he's just a dad in a bed reading a book. He's like, let me flip the page real quick. He's just like, it's a conversation for him. It's actually him, the way he did this video, sitting there reading this story to his son. And you know what, children? They just want a story. They don't need anything magical. They want a story that tells, lets them visualize and picture, because they're not, they're not abstract thinkers at this point. Like, they're still pretty concrete with how they think, and they want to hear, wolves and pigs in the story. And, he shows the cabinets, he shows the food that's getting low, he shows the plates, the cups, he shows all that. Oh, so he's going to get in the car. What's going to happen?
Then one of the wolves said they gon' drive up to the store, and so he hopped inside his car. And before he cranked the key, he put his seatbelt on and buckled up to be as safe can be. Followed
Good.
every traffic rule on the way from A to Z, and then he went to, man, let me skip to the good part.
Oh.
So after he bought some groceries and he was done for good, then he put the food inside his trunk as fast as he could. And he started driving perfectly and headed towards the woods until he seen the pig's car and knew this probably wasn't good.
Oh, no.
The pigs on the prowl started speeding up and yelling loud, pull over right now. Turn the car off and throw the keys on the ground and step out and get on your knees and
All for nothing. He's just trying to go to the store, get his stuff, put it in the trunk, get out of there. He took the risk because they need the food. And then here come the pigs. And look at the look on their face too. And just playing out this story of like, here's what they go through. This is what life is like. Pull over, throw your keys out. We don't trust you. We're threatened by you.
Turn the car off and throw the keys on the ground and step out and get on your knees and don't even make a sound. The wolf said, wow, how is this allowed? I got my license, registration, why you trying to take me down? And he was real scared cause he knew what the pig's about. So he refused to get out and started speeding to his house. Then he pulled up, hopped out, almost fell down, but ran inside the front door. That's when he locked the pigs out. Then the pigs screamed loud, get about this house.
Somehow he has the pigs with the water guns for his son. And when you looked at that story, look at Joyner Lucas there with his son, and his son's intently hearing the story. It's really something how well in their acting he looks really intent on listening to his dad in the story. But they have water guns, not real. It's not graphic. It's not horrific, but it is painting the picture of like, this is not good. And he's scared and he's just trying to get to safety and get in his house. Didn't even get the grocery stuff that he got. And the pigs are going to line up. How is this allowed? How is this allowed?
Beating to his house. Then he pulled up, hopped out, almost fell down, but ran inside the front door. That's when he locked the pigs out. Then the pigs screamed loud, get about this house now, or I'ma huff, I'ma puff, I'ma blow this house down. And now they got the house around, and pointing all their water guns, about to shoot some water rounds. Kicked the door down, and all they heard was water sounds. That's what happens when the pigs fear you. So here's the moral of the story with a clear view. No matter who you with or where you.
What just happened?
Water rounds. Kicked the door down, and all they heard was water sounds. That's what happens when the pigs fear you. So here's the moral of the story.
So the pig comes in, takes out the wolf with a water gun, doesn't make it look as graphic for a child to see, but obviously it's like two candles there, like that pig is gone. And that's what happens when the pigs fear you. It's the moral of the story. Goodness gracious.
That's what happens when the pigs fear you. So here's the moral of the story with a clear view. No matter who you with or where you're at or where to, there's always gonna be 3 little pigs living near you.
Good night, buddy.
He fell asleep. The sweetness of children is that they just want a story. They want a picture. They don't attach as much as adults do to it. And that's just the connection of a parent's voice in telling a story, especially repeating stories. They want them over and over, night after night. It's soothing to them. It's like it puts them to sleep. And so it's therapeutic and it's mesmerizing a little bit, the voice of somebody reading the same thing, especially a parent. And he's just hearing that story and going to sleep to it. But the moral of the story, which is loud and clear, it's always going to be them living near you. So sad.
Good night, buddy.
Oh, Joyner Lucas, 3 little pigs. What an interesting and I think pretty cool way to put out an image and a picture of real life and what's going on. And if there's not something we need to do about it, something, I don't know what is other than this, because we got to do something about this. What a good song, though. What a good rap. And I thought telling it in a story of a children's book is pretty cool, too. Remember, it's not real therapy, just how I'm breaking down lyrics. If you want help, check the links in the description. Give us your comments. And Ryan, thanks so much for the request and for bringing Joyner Lucas' new music to light for me. I appreciate it. Mental health awareness to the world. Don't forget it. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.